With me to talk all about it is Jeannie Imler with Lincoln Animal Ambassadors. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So what can people expect at this event?
Well, this is our 13th, as you said, annual Wine and Howl, and it is on Sunday, this coming Sunday, July 25th, out at the Deer Springs Valley Winery, which is at 162nd and East Adams, a ways out on O Street. And there is lots of shade. We encourage everybody to bring their dogs that like to go to social events, and there will be wine tasting, live music, raffles, vendors, and a lot of rescue groups that have animals that are looking for forever homes there as well.
Can you talk a little bit about the Lincoln Animal Ambassadors?
Yes, our goal, we have two primary goals, projects. One is to offer low-cost neuter spay programs to those people who have come on hard times through COVID or whatever, and this is a low-cost program through their vet, and also we have a temporary assistance pet food bank that we've helped over 150 families here so far this year in Lincoln and Lancaster County, and we've given over 1,000 pounds of dry dog food per month, or dry dog and cat food per month away. We give about 800 cans of dog and cat food away and 500 pounds of kitty litter each month.
Wow, and how long have you been a part of that?
I've been a part for about 10 years now.
So it's pretty cool to watch all of that, go up.
It is just amazing, and it's an all volunteer group. Since we began in 2007, there have been over 3,300 animals altered in Lincoln and Lancaster County.
Wow. And on Sundays, is there anything different compared to prior years at the
We're
event?
just hoping for another good crowd. Believe it or not, last year we had our Wine and Howl as well. But we're hoping for a good crowd. Hy-Vee will be catering. They will be catering burgers and hot dogs on the grill, sandwiches, salads, and there's a regular parking place so you don't have to worry about parking on the gravel road. Lots of shade, wading pools for the dogs to cool off in if they would like.
And what's your favorite part about the event since you've been a part of it for so long?
That's a really good question. I think my favorite part is just watching everybody in the overall scene with their dogs, having a glass of wine or a soda, listening to the music, all the animals having a good time, and knowing it's all for a good cause. We are asking for a $10 donation per person.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much for letting us know about this event on Sunday. We appreciate it. And we'll have this up on our website as well at klkntv.com. We'll be right back with a local school district disagreeing with proposed health education standards from the state. That story and much more when we come back.
Next ET, the latest on Bennifer 2.0, plus only we're with J-Lo's Shotgun Wedding co-star Josh Duhamel.
One of those situations that everything kind of fit perfectly.
Next ET.
Weeknights at 6:30 on KLKN TV.
If you are driven by versatility or driven by recreation, Duteau Subaru is driven by you. Right now at Duteau, lease a 2022 Subaru Outback Premium for only $299 per month. Hurry, inventory is limited. If you're not finding what you're looking for, contact us to reserve an in-transit vehicle or special order the car you've been dreaming of. Become part of the Duteau family today. Online anytime at DuteauSubaru.com.
Do you cringe when you hear thunder or there's rain in the forecast? A wet basement can rob you of your peace of mind. Since 1994, EP Foundation Repair has been fixing basements. Look to us, as many of your neighbors have.
At Comfort Made Mattress Factory, we custom build each mattress specifically for you, right here in our locally owned store. Any size, any shape, any comfort level. Then we back that purchase with our lifetime comfort guarantee. Let us create your customized, affordable mattress for a great night's sleep.
Transform your space with help from Menards. Get 11% off on our huge selection of Shaw and IVC flooring. Update your home with soft and luxurious carpet. Sheet vinyl flooring is affordable and easy to install. Enhance the look of any living space with durable laminate flooring. Vinyl plank flooring is waterproof and clicks together for an easy installation. Start your next project and save today with 11% off all flooring at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
It's been a controversial topic, proposed health education standards from the state.
Many saying the subject matter is too sexualized for younger children and they don't want to teach it. Channel 8's Macy Meyer spoke with the local superintendent.
I think for us, it all came down to what's developmentally appropriate. And in looking at the specific age level and some of the things that were being proposed, we just didn't feel like they were developmentally inappropriate for the students here at Beatrice.
Parents and teachers have been taking a serious look into a proposed comprehensive sexuality education curriculum presented by the Nebraska Board of Education. In doing so, not all agree with what could be taught. For example, teaching elementary kids about sexual orientation and gender identity.
And so when I was reading what they were going to try to pass to teach for these kids, frightening was probably the biggest word.
Opponents say the standards threaten to sexualize children and teach them certain things at a young age. Now, Beatrice Public Schools has gone through the process of looking through every detail of the proposal and have sent a letter to the Board of Education saying they will not be adopting the curriculum.
Taking that in and listening to that concern and hearing it from our staff and the things that they might be a little uncomfortable with really was the key to making sure that we were on record.
Parents like Sabrina were happy to hear the decision by Beatrice as they felt it fit with community expectations. Still, in May, many supported the proposal and said it could help some children better understand inclusivity.
So these standards will help give children the language to, say what's happening to them.
I found out I was queer in 8th grade. Since I was living in such a heavily Catholic environment, there was no one I could talk to. I was scared, alone, and began to struggle with my mental health.
Alexander said he sees all sides of the argument and is focusing on finding a happy medium for the Beatrice community.
And the Board of Education is expected to release a second draft of their proposal sometime in August. Their schools will get to see if their request for change was met. Well, student athletics is demanding athletes juggle sports, academics, and personal lives.
And with all of that, anxiety, depression are common, but athletes are often reluctant to ask for help.
In the world of sport, because it's, kind of has such a tough attitude and tough exterior, athletes have hidden the fact that they struggle with mental health conditions and have been less likely to go seek support from mental health providers than the general public.
Well, that is why UNL has a team of psychologists who are part of Husker Athletics. The team is there to help an athlete's well-being on the field and in the classroom, as well as dealing with social media.
So we really want to decrease stigma by making this seem like a very normal part of being a high-level performer. Taking care of your brain is a normal part of being a high-level performer.
And UNL wants athletes to not only be healthier and be able to compete, but also help them understand it's okay to reach out for help. And we'll be right back. The highly contagious COVID-19 Delta variant sparking new concerns across the country.
Give your child a head start and on the right track by preparing them for school at A Place to Grow. A Place to Grow provides developmental programs for children in a warm and nurturing environment that encourages positive self-esteem and individuality. Breakfast, lunch, and nutritional snacks are provided throughout the day. From 6 weeks to 5 years old, all are encouraged to come join in on the fun. A Place to Grow, open from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Conveniently located at 4920 North 26th Street. Call and schedule a tour today.
Sometimes you just have time for the big stuff.
We're looking at the policy changes Lincoln Police had made.
Make your morning commute a little bit on the messy
When
side.
you don't have a lot of time, we'll get you ready for your day. Get the top 8 stories before GMA. Watch Channel 8 News this morning.
Tired of throwaway vacuum cleaners? Oric and Miele of Lincoln sell well-made vacuums by Oric, Miele, and Sebo. Durable, dependable vacuums that won't cost you an arm or a leg, and they service what they sell for 20 years. Across from Bon Mar at 29th and Pine Lake Road.
Connectivity is important. Connectivity allows us to stay productive, but that's only one kind of connectivity. There are others. more important ways to stay connected. Connected to the simple things. The ability to spend that most precious of resources, time, with the people who are most important. Take the time. Take the time for dreams. Take the time to care. Take care of the important connections. We'll take care of the connectivity.
Ernie's Mattress First, your local sleep specialists.
Whoa, whoa, my miracle baby. You're so beautiful, so irresistible. You're my miracle baby.
And now to the latest on the global health pandemic as COVID-19 cases in the U.S. once again surge largely due to the Delta variant.
And new COVID hotspots are popping up across the country as public health experts defer over mask wearing in schools. ABC's Faith Bobby has the latest.
The highly contagious COVID-19 Delta variant sparking new concerns across the country. The CDC says the U.S. is now averaging 30,000 new coronavirus cases a day, a spike in the weekly average of nearly 300% in just the last month. In Florida, the number of COVID patients needing to be hospitalized for treatment on the rise. In one hospital system, cases doubling in the last 2 weeks, causing administrators to once again tighten visitation guidelines. Nearly every state now seeing COVID cases spiking.
And it's far more dangerous for that group. And that, unfortunately, is the group that is experiencing the illness.
ABC News has obtained internal CDC data showing COVID deaths leading to major hardships for children. Nearly 120,000 U.S. kids have lost a primary caregiver to the virus. Health officials also say the virus is currently tightening its grip around children.
This is probably about the 10th leading cause of death for kids in the past year.
As the school year begins in parts of the country, the debate over wearing masks in the classroom once again intensifying. Pressure building on the CDC to reverse its guidance to require masks in schools regardless of vaccination status. Right now, children under the age of 12 are not eligible for the vaccines.
The feasibility of determining who's vaccinated and who's not among students is really going to be challenging.
The American Academy of Pediatrics breaking with the CDC, calling for everyone to mask up in schools.
We continue to recommend that schools implement layered prevention strategies to protect those who are not fully vaccinated and encourage vaccination for those who are eligible.
And CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky says the unvaccinated remain the most vulnerable. She says nearly 2/3 of U.S. counties have vaccinated less than 40% of their residents. In Washington, Faith Abube, ABC News.
Well, Costco is keeping special operating hours for people ages 60 and older. It says stores in the U.S. and Puerto Rico will be open to that age group from 9 to 10 on Tuesday and Thursday mornings. Costco's special hours are also for healthcare workers and first responders, and they're with people with disabilities or compromised immune systems.
Well, if you take Chantix to quit smoking, listen up. We have a recall alert this morning. Pfizer is recalling some Chantix batches after high levels of possible cancer-causing chemicals were found in them. And the company says there's no immediate danger to anyone taking it now. It's only a problem if someone's exposed to it over a long period of time. But the FDA recommends patients keep taking it until their pharmacist provides a replacement or their doctor prescribes something else.
All right, let's head on over to meteorologist Brittany Foster for a quick check of your Tuesday forecast.
Yeah, we're seeing quite a bit of 80s out there right now, so things are warming up just like they normally do this time of the year. And you can see across the entire state, still a few 70s out there. That's mainly out to the west, Scottsbluff, 75 degrees. It's already 81, though, in Valentine. Upper 70s for North Platte and McCook, as well as Grand Island, all of those at 77 degrees. And almost in Norfolk, almost to the 80s, 79 degrees right now. But closer to home, we are in the 80s in the capital city. It's also 80 degrees in Columbus, 77 in York, and 78 in Aurora, with a little bit of some cumulus clouds out there. But overall, plenty of sunshine warming us up. And as for wind speeds, if you plan on being out and about, maybe outside the next hour or so, not much heat relief on the way in terms of a breeze. We were just completely calm out there. That's one of the many reasons we saw some of that fog out there this morning, which, by the way, that is gone. If you noticed, we have perfect visibility visibility outside. Now looking at the rest of your day today, we'll get to those low to mid 80s anytime in the afternoon. Eventually we'll keep going though. Upper 80s on the way for today, just a few degrees warmer out there compared to yesterday's high temperatures. I think for Lincoln right around that 88-degree mark. Some of us close to the 90s but falling short. But if you do want those 90s, well, they are on the way for the end of July. Nearly every single day as we get to the end of the month will be full of 90s and maybe even triple-digit heat index values. So we'll finish off your 10-day outlook forecast. That's coming up in a few minutes.
Nope, keep those 90s away as long as possible, Brittany. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Well, now to the deadly flooding disaster in Europe and the race against time to find survivors.
Maggie Rulli is in Germany with the latest.
This gives you a small idea of just the human toll here. We're standing in front of what's become a makeshift garbage dump. It's the size of a football field, more than 2 stories high. But what's shocking is to remember that this is a pile of people's livelihoods, their homes. And sadly, this is just a fraction of what has been destroyed. And it is not just belongings. The death toll here stands at more than 200 people. Nearly 300 are still missing. The scope of this disaster is mind-boggling. It's hard to even comprehend. You look at these shots, it looks like entire towns that have been destroyed. And on the ground, you feel that destruction firsthand. It is days later, and we are still seeing people caked in mud, picking through piles of their ruined belongings. And now we're learning that there are questions about if this disaster could have been avoided in the first place. Just today, the National Weather Service here saying they warned of disproportionately strong rains a full 2 days before these catastrophic floods. Yet pretty much everyone we've spoken to says they were given no warning. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Western Germany.
Well, stay with us because meteorologist Brittany Foster will be back with a complete check of your forecast.
Live from Lincoln, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News Midday.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
America's #1 most watched newscast, ABC World News Tonight with David Muir, and Channel 8 Eyewitness News, Nebraska's trusted news source with Megan Conway and Rod Fowler.
We're also getting
Local, national, straightforward facts right here. Watch weeknights starting at 5 p.m. Planting, feeding, harvesting, and everything in between. Whatever the season, join us every morning for Nebraska Ag This Morning, brought to you by Acres Equipment.
All right, class, listen up. Lower Platte South NRD does a wheelload of work to prevent flooding in Lincoln and surrounding areas. Let's take a look at what it would be like without the 180 dams and 13 miles of levees protecting us. Look at all that storm water. I'm teaching the adults around here all about the Lower Platte South NRD's flood management efforts. These students deserve a field trip.
Sid Dillon wants your car. Yes, we can. Pay cash for your vehicle. Yes, we can. Buy any make or model. Yes, we can. Buy your car whether you purchase a new car from us or not. Yes, you can. Trade in your car for cash or another vehicle. Sid Dillon wants your car. Call 402-730-6592 today. Stop in, call, or visit online at siddillon.com.
You are what drives us, Sid Dillon.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I've never been more ready in my life.
We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
Well, grocery store stocks are rising again on worries about COVID restrictions.
Impact lettuce sold at major retailers has been recalled over salmonella concerns. Jay King has more in today's Ag and Energy Report.
Major retailers within 4 separate states are removing some packaged lettuce products from their shelves over salmonella concerns. The FDA says there have been 8 reported illnesses. Bright Farms voluntarily recalled the packaged salad greens. They were sold to retailers in Illinois, Wisconsin, Iowa, and Indiana out of an abundance of caution. Well, shares of grocers, including Kroger, Albertsons, and Costco, rose on worries that some parts of the country may go back into some kind of lockdown as COVID cases rise. Airline and and cruise lines fell, the rise of the Delta variant has complicated predictions about when people return to pre-pandemic levels of dining out and may send shoppers back to the grocery stores. Well, it's been a rough time on the market for alternative energy companies, especially in the fueling space. The combination of falling fossil fuel prices, lower production of electric vehicles, and a sell-off of growth stocks hit all of the companies this week, and investors may simply be taking some profits after a huge run-up in alternative energy stocks in the past year. Well, fruit and vegetable distributor Dole set terms for its initial public offering with plans to offer 26 million shares priced to $20 to $23 each. Dole is known for its canned foods as well as fresh offerings like bananas and pineapples. Dole has been in the fresh produce business for more than 150 years. From New York, I'm Jane King with your Ag and Energy Report.
Well, it seems NASA astronauts at the International Space Station have quite the green thumbs. The astronauts are currently growing red and green chili peppers in space. NASA said growing the peppers has been challenging in an orbital lab. Peppers should be ready for harvest in about 3.5 months. And if you're wondering why peppers, well, a NASA official says crew members may prefer spicy or seasoned foods because they can temporarily lose their sense of taste or smell. And they can get stuff to grow in space. I can get it to grow in my garden.
Now, your Storm Alert Team Forecast from meteorologist Brittany Foster.
We are 20 minutes away from 12 o'clock on this Tuesday, and whoa, my weather graphics just decided to disappear, guys. There we go. Now we're back. That's a first. Let's go ahead and take a look at our temperatures right now in the capital city to start off. It's currently 80 degrees right now outside. Currently 82 is what it feels like, though. So we are starting to see a little bit of that heat index starting to kind of pick up out there. We do have just enough dew point temperatures in those 60s to make it feel a little warmer. But Unadilla already warm enough even without heat index values. It feels already like those mid 80s in Unadilla. Currently 86 degrees there right now, not too far away, almost to 80 in Nebraska City, 79 degrees, 81 in Hebron, 77 in Grand Island with 80 in Columbus. So even in the last 30 minutes, a few more of those 80s starting to pop up. And like I had mentioned, we have those dew point temperatures in the 60s. So it is feeling just a little bit uncomfortable out there, and that'll just continue the rest of the day today. But overall, not terrible forecast for your Tuesday. And if you like the warmer weather, we will be a few degrees warmer out there in general. 83 degrees by 12 o'clock. And compared to yesterday, we topped out close to about 85 degrees. Today, I'm thinking more along the lines of 88 degrees. And it's thanks to the wind back out of the south the entire day. Now, it's a light breeze, nothing to really cool you down, but still we have that transportation of that air from the south into Nebraska, giving us a little bit warmer temperatures all across the area. So anywhere from about 85 to maybe those upper 80s out there, falling short of the 90s, I think, for today, maybe close in the Omaha area. But that southerly wind will even impact our overnight low temperatures, only dropping down to 65 degrees. I don't expect seeing a lot of those 50s in the forecast tomorrow morning. A quiet night, still technically below average, but eventually our lows will turn into the 70s and high temperatures in the 90s. As soon as tomorrow, we're back in those low 90s, which technically is seasonable for the end of July. And looking at Thursday, a few degrees warmer, 94, and by Friday, well, we just keep heating up. 97 degrees, throw in some humidity. It's going to feel like the triple digits out there. Notice also not one chance of rain, pretty dry out there. So in terms of how it's going to feel the next several days, lack of rain, warming temperatures, pretty uncomfortable outside. If we look around 11 o'clock at this time the next several days, we'll have dew point temperatures in the humid part and eventually muggy towards the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday portion of the map. So very hot forecast on the way as we get to eventually end off this week and get into the weekend, and it just continues even beyond the weekend, well into next week. The northern half of the United States seeing above average temperatures. We're talking those upper 90s, maybe even the triple digits for actual air temperatures in some spots. Now, we've already had that happen this year. We could be adding on maybe another day to that already happened, and that really takes place next week. We'll maybe see those triple digits for actual air temperatures. But this week through Friday, holding on to the upper 90s for Friday through Saturday. A little bit of some rain chances possibly late in the day Saturday. I think a better chance for some isolated rain chances on Sunday. And after that, we do cool down just a little bit, down to 94 degrees. Those overnight low temperatures above average in the 70s. And there's that triple digit day Tuesday, 100 degrees. Now, again, I just want to let you know we are several days away from next Tuesday. That'll likely fluctuate a little bit, but the overall pattern is warmth on the way, upper 90s there in the forecast, and here to stay as we end off this month, guys.
I think your graphics went to space for a little bit there at the beginning.
I like that. I think they did go to space. It was a black screen, so yeah.
High space.
We also briefly went to space.
I think I want to go to space too for those temperatures later on in the week. You know, maybe just Jeff Bezos. Could we just go for a little bit?
Hook us up.
The heat? All right, thank you very much, Brittany. We'll be right back after the break with a live interview. Excuse me, but first, here are the markets.
Dow Jones bouncing back after a low day yesterday, climbing 615 points. NASDAQ also rising 220 points. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
The preceding portion of Channel 8 Eyewitness News was sponsored by Acres Equipment.
Complement your patio, garage, pergola, or outdoor room with a retractable motorized screen from Fireplace Stone & Patio. Our screening solutions from Progressive Screens feature MagnaTrack technology, the only motorized screen that can provide completely hassle-free operation. With a custom outdoor screen, you'll find yourself relaxing outside more than ever before while keeping out bugs, afternoon sun, and enjoying newfound privacy in your own backyard. Extend the outdoor season with a space where you can unwind by visiting Fireplace Stone & Patio.
I went on many tours. I went all over Lincoln. This was the place that I got drawn to because of the people. I thought it was a perfect fit for us, so I can look back in retrospect and say, you know, I think I hit a home run on this one.
Why should you choose Renewal by Andersen replacement windows? There are so many great reasons. A variety of beautiful colors, a wide selection of hardware, and many window styles are just a few of the reasons to consider Renewal by Andersen.
With Renewal, we provide a solution. We don't really sell windows. Everything is custom made. There are options to be able to mix and match. We also have a range of colors from the outside and the inside that can be combined. We have different styles of windows, double hung windows, up and down, casements.
They are awesome. My windows are terrific. I love them. I would and I have recommended Renewal by Andersen to my neighbors.
For a limited time only, get 25% off your entire order, 12 months, same as cash, or take advantage of other special financing options available. Call the number on your screen or visit rbabestoffer.com to get one step closer to your new windows.
Renewal by Andersen, the better way to a better window.
Broken spring, damaged sections, Raynor fixes garage doors. Broken cables, broken hinges, Raynor fixes garage doors. Loud doors, broken operator, Raynor fixes garage doors.
If you're having any troubles with your garage doors or opener, give us a call today at Raynor Doors of Nebraska.
Hey, welcome back, everyone. It's time for another Crime Tip Tuesday with Lincoln Police Officer Jason Helmuth.
As things go back to normal, people are leaving for vacations, meaning their home can end up unattended. So how do you keep it and yourself safe? Nathan Grief is going to be joining us now with more.
You know, this is a very nice home we've got here, a reasonable facsimile thereof.
Yeah, there you go.
So if you're going to leave home, because, you know, it's summer, we talked about road trips last week, and to get to, when you're on that road trip, you're going on vacation.
Exactly. And if you're going to be on vacation, there's some things that you should be doing to try and keep your home secure while you're on that trip. So it's easiest if a person was to maybe talk with your neighbors, the ones you trust. Obviously. Talk with the neighbors you know and let them know that you're going to be out of town so that maybe they can keep an eye on your house. Schedule some time for family members or somebody like that to come by the house to check on things, make sure everything's okay, pick up mail if you haven't canceled it.
I always do a mail hold.
Yeah. Same thing, not too many people getting the physical newspaper, but they're still out there, and those are a good thing to cancel as well, because as they build up, it's an indication that nobody's there. The other thing that you want to do, if you happen to have an alarm system for your house, make sure that you alert your alarm company that you're going to be gone. Don't share your plans on social media. I know that's hard. I know it's very hard not to talk about things and be happy about where we're going to go and stuff like that, but you really don't want to share what you're going to be going, you know, or doing as much, maybe more so when. You just don't want to broadcast to everybody, hey, I'm going to be out of my house between this date and this date.
So when you're out there on vacation, you've got your house taken care of. What about you? I mean, your house is there, but you're out and about.
Well, there's personal safety things that you need to think about when you're traveling. You know, it's a little bit different than, say, day-to-day personal safety, but it's similar. Do the research on where you're going. first and foremost, know about the location you're going to be in. Have a little bit of an idea what you're getting into. You know, what's the traffic like? Is there public transportation? What's the public transportation like? Do you have to have an extreme distance between the airport and where you're staying? Those types of things are good to know because it gives you landmarks and ways to know your way around. So plan a little bit about where you're going. The other thing that I would say is when you're out and about, keep your wallet, if you're a guy, in your front pocket. It's a little harder to get into the front pocket than it is the back pocket. And that's a bad habit of mine. I like having the wallet in the back pocket. I got to watch myself when I do travel internationally. I make sure that I have very little in my wallet. Pickpocketing is still a thing, I guess, and they're very good. Very smooth at it. So you want to make sure that you're not affording any type of opportunities to be a victim of that. So try and minimize what you keep on you.
Perfect. Well, so we've got how to keep yourself safe, how to keep your home safe.
Yep.
And with that in mind, I guess let's get out of here.
There you go.
All right, Nathan Grieve, thank you. And we'll be right back with a recipe from the Test Kitchen. Don't go away.
Tornadoes, dangerous lightning, high winds, flooding. The Storm Alert team tracks severe storms hour by hour, so you know how to prepare. On the air, online, and on our mobile app. The Channel 8 Storm Alert team. Severe weather coverage you can trust.
The Kia of Lincoln Summer Dream Sales Event is going on right now, and the Kia of Lincoln team is putting dreams in driveways now through July 31st. Kia of Lincoln, 1145 North 48th Street, always open at kiaoflincoln.com.
Are you hardworking, looking for a new job or career, and enjoy working outside? 3 Dogs and a Girl Garden Design is hiring experienced landscapers and driven individuals who love a good outdoor project. Offering competitive pay up to $25 an hour. Need to be able to lift 50 pounds, back a trailer, and have experience planting and pruning. Can you set the work pace and take charge? Turn your hobby into a career at 3 Dogs and a Girl Garden Design.
Do you struggle with filling your prescriptions, keeping them organized, or dealing with long wait times when contacting your pharmacy? At Nebraska LTC Pharmacy, we do all of the work for you. We offer free medication delivery, free home consultations, and communicate with your healthcare provider to take any guesswork out of the equation. We also provide free monthly blister packs to keep track of all your medications. What's even better is that all of these services are accepted by most major insurance companies and also Medicare with no out-of-pocket costs. Visit us today at Nebraska LTC.
Have you been thinking about a new deck? At Divine Decks, we can handle all your custom dream deck needs from start to finish. Your dream deck is waiting for you at Divine Decks. Call us today or schedule your consultation at divine-decks.com. If your deck's not fine, it's not divine.
Slim Chickens is bringing fresh, delicious chicken to your town, and we're looking for motivated people to join our team. Come be a part of a fast, casual, friendly environment.
This Mr. Food segment brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there is a helpful smile in every aisle.
Welcome back, everyone. If you love the idea of a cast iron cooking, stick around because today we're going to tell you how to keep your cookware in tip-top shape.
Let's head to the kitchen with Howard for today's recipe.
Recently, I learned that many of you are curious about how to take care of your cast iron cookware. So I thought I'd show you how we do it in the test kitchen and share a recipe that's buttery delicious too. When you first buy cast iron cookware and get it home, or if you haven't used it in a while, you want to rinse it with hot water. Then use a stiff brush to scrub it, but make sure you don't use any soap. Then generously wipe the inside with a paper towel that's been dipped in vegetable oil before placing your cookware in a hot oven for about an hour. This is called seasoning the pan. After carefully removing it, let it cool, and it's ready to use. Once you've used it, you can clean it with hot water and a scrub brush. You can also use a salt scrub if need be, but never use dish soap or let it soak. Otherwise, you'll have to season it all over again. Once you've seasoned your pan, why not celebrate by whipping up a batch of Buttermilk Biscuits? They're so flaky and full of buttery goodness, they're hard to resist. To get the recipe for our cast iron Buttermilk Biscuits, all you have to do is visit our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a cast iron way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
I could go for some buttermilk biscuits right about now.
And some honey.
Yeah, sounds pretty good. Well, here's a sweet story for you.
That's right. An Ohio father whose special needs kids couldn't get work decided to create employment opportunities for them. Joel Wigner bought an ice cream truck for his 2 adult kids with Down syndrome, and the family opened the business called Special Neat Treats in April. He says he started the business to teach his kids financial, communication, and social skills.
So I think it gives them, the idea, hey, toward the future, we are going to have to make some, decisions about what they do career-wise and all that. And just to see an older Down syndrome kid interacting and being a part of something bigger than themselves.
Wegner says he also wants to start engaging conversations around hiring people with special needs. The family plans to expand the business someday.
Oh, that's a nice story. We were talking about ice cream trucks earlier this morning, weren't we?
Yes, see? Comes to a spin.
90s this weekend. Ice cream truck in the front parking lot? All right, we'll be right back with the final check of your forecast after the break.
Watch Channel 8 daily for the Honda of Lincoln weather camera. Get a live bird's eye view of conditions in South Lincoln with your daily forecast.
One little rain shaft in the south. They're about 9 miles or so from the camera location.
Stay informed the Honda of Lincoln way with Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Your vacuum is like your lawnmower. It does a hard, dirty job and needs occasional maintenance. Treat your vacuum to a tune-up at Oric and Mila of Lincoln. They service all brands and will have your vacuum mowing cleaning like new for 20 years. Across from Von Mar on 29th and Pine Lake Road.
Here's the thing. When you create a network as a local, you know the dead spots, so you fix them. You know the neighbors, so you're good to them. Did you drop these? You know the strongest signal comes from starting local and staying loyal, no matter how much you grow. The nationwide network built from your town up. Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. No trade-in required or hidden fees. U.S. Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Seasons change, but your land stays the same. You need the right solutions to keep you moving. That's why you rely on Acres Equipment, your Nebraska-owned premier John Deere dealership. Whether you're harvesting, protecting your crops, feeding the herd, maintaining your lawn, improving your business, or letting off some steam, Acres has what you need to get the job done. Acres Equipment, solutions for every field.
When you need an expert on quality and proven exterior work, whether you're doing commercial or residential, Stonebrook Exterior is the area's premier contractor. Call Stonebrook Exterior today.
The Hubble Space Telescope once again sharing the universe with the world. NASA revealed these new images from the telescope, and they are Hubble's first images since its return to collecting information in space Saturday. The first photo shows a pair of interacting galaxies. The second records a large spiral galaxy with 3 unusual extended spiral arms. A lot of space today.
Yeah, I was going to say, we've been all about that today. Well, let's get a final check of your Tuesday forecast with meteorologist Brittany Foster.
Well, it's about to get hot. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys the last few days. Get ready for the heat. Today we're going to be in those 80s, probably one of the last times maybe to end off July. 90s back tomorrow. By Friday, 97 degrees. And by maybe next Tuesday, 100 degrees maybe. Sounds pretty nice, right? Very humid conditions. This is some dangerous heat we are talking about. So we'll continue to track this the next several days. Just get ready for the warm up and dry weather pattern.
All right. Thank you, Brittany. And thank you all for joining us. But don't forget to tune in tonight at 5, 6, and 10.
All right. See you then, everyone. Have a great day.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Stop by Comfort Made Mattress Factory today and save up to $500 with our bigger bed, smaller price sales event. Locally owned Comfort Made Mattress Factory, 27th and Superior.
Sewing sure isn't what it used to be. From beginning to advanced sewers, So Creative has it all. Let the great staff at So Creative guide you through this large selection of sewing, sergers, and embroidery machines. The future of sewing is here. And fun. Notions, fabrics, cool software, ideas, and patterns, along with a huge assortment of buttons, make So Creative your one-stop sewing shop. And lots of classes for all ages and stages. Trade-ins and service too. Be creative at So Creative in Lincoln on 48th Street, just north of Highway 2.
Well, we've loved Allo, and Allo has never done us wrong. Before, we'd have breaks in service, especially for internet, to do our daily business, but we've never had any issues with Allo. It's always been there and available when we needed it. What we need the biggest access for are for our young people. And our young people being able to access it without interruption, to be able to do their homework and that, it's invaluable.